Good evening, candidates. This is for IIFL. IIFCL. They are conducting recruitment, and for interview for that, I am giving you some suggestions. This is the website of IIFCL, and in that, when you click the latest update details, the first thing I find is that IIFCL and CBI sign expression of interest to promote sustainable infrastructure financing in India. And they say if you want to know about the file, you can click here. If you want to know about that, you can click here. That's what they say. And once I clicked that one, the it is giving you say this one. India Infrastructure Finance Company Limited has signed an expression of interest with the Climate Bond Initiative. I could not know what is the expansion of CBI. It is now Climate Bond Initiative, an international organization dedicated to mobilizing global capital for climate action. This strategic collaboration aims to promote financing for sustainable infrastructure projects in India and provide technical assistance and capacity development for IIFCL and its clients. The expression of interest was signed by Mr. Kishore N. Kombare, Chief Risk Officer of IIFCL, and Sian Kidney, Chief Executive Officer of Climate Bonds Initiative. So, candidates, so this is one important thing you can go through and get to know about that. And another important point I would like to show you is about the website. There about us. First, they are telling about the profile, about their profile. Here it is, they are telling this is required for attending the interview. IIFCL is a wholly owned Government of India company set up in 2006 to provide long-term financial assistance to viable infrastructure projects through the scheme for financing viable infrastructure projects through special purpose vehicle called India Infrastructure Finance Company Limited, broadly referred to as SIFTI, Special Purpose Vehicle called India Infrastructure Finance Company Limited. The authorized and paid up capital of the company stood at 10,000 crore and 9,999.92 crore, respectively, as on 31st December 2024, and it has been registered as NBFC, Non-Banking Finance Company, NDIFC with the Reserve Bank of India since September 2013 and follows applicable prudential norms. It is a long-term lending institution. IIFCL is amongst the most diversified public infrastructure lender in terms of eligible infrastructure subsectors and product offerings. It has mandate to finance both greenfield and brownfield projects, direct lending, takeout finance, refinance, and credit enhancement across all infrastructure subsectors as notified by government in the harmonized master list of infrastructure. Next, I'm going to the next paragraph. On a standalone basis, IIFCL has made cumulative gross sanctions of 2,96,814 crore to more than 806 projects under direct lending, takeout finance, refinance, and credit enhancement. In VIT and bonds, cumulative disbursement under these schemes stood at 1,43,000 crore. Product offerings: Iifcl has been offering its financial support too through the following products for greenfield projects. I request candidates to go through this: direct lending for brownfield projects, takeout finance. The takeout finance scheme is aimed at addressing asset liability mismatch and exposure constraints faced by banks by taking out loan from the books of banks. This helps banks to free up their funds for investing in new infrastructure projects. Credit enhancement scheme, infrastructure investment trust, then for capital markets, infrastructure project bond, a refinance scheme for institutions. Iifcl provides refinance to banks and other financial institutions. Subsidiaries, which are the subsidiaries? IIFC UK, IIFCL Projects IPL, IIFCL Asset Management Company. Then the sources of funding: IIFCL raises funds from both domestic as well as international market. Domestic sources: IIFCL raises debt, both short term and long term, from the market. International sources: it is raising from Asian Development Bank, the World Bank, KfW, European Investment Bank, Japan International Cooperation Agency. A rating: IFCL's various domestic long-term borrowings have been rated as AAA, AAA for various rating agencies. The total assets of IIFCL as on financial year 24 is 65,493 crores. Net worth is 14,266. Net profit 1,552 crores. Infrastructure loans 51,017 crores. The sector-wise deployment funds is shown here: road, power, airport, port, urban infrastructure, railway, PMDO, then telecom, social and commercial infrastructure. Totally, the number of projects 581, total project cost 1129, gross sanctions 1,29,243 crore. Sector-wise cumulative disbursement. This is also given. Please go through this. Cumulative as on 31/12 figures are given. Direct lending, takeout finance, refinance, bonds, INVIT, credit enhancement, grand total. So this is one. This is the first video for this interview. Already candidates are joining for our group. I have sent materials to the candidate who has joined also, and that candidate happens to be for law. For them, the approach has to be, apart from knowing about IIFCL, they must concentrate on various legal acts and all that. I will discuss about that in another video. Thank you so much. Best